Alright, so we have here a piece of fire obsidian that I think I'm going to grind down the front and kind of dome it a little bit. We have a couple pretty bright flashes there. Now I did notice on this piece, you see that rainbow right there? That is not fire. That is a conchoidal fracture that's going into the piece. You see it? And it goes in there a little ways. So I think the best option is going to be to grind that out. So I'll come in, I'll grind it at an angle, kind of help meet at that point so it doesn't make it any worse. On the back side, there is some color play there too. But, let's see here. Where's that layer? That layer is from over here and it does go all the way around. But I think I might start with the top first and kind of go from there and see what happens. For the scrap piece, I think this can also be made into a cab, potentially. But I think we're going to focus on the big piece first and kind of go from there. We'll see. I might do something with this piece too. Might not. Waste not. So we're going to go ahead and start with the diamond bit there and then work down the line. And we're going to turn this into something.
Freedom underneath the blue full moon feels eternal. I know it could be gone too soon. I got freedom underneath the blue full moon feels eternal. I know it could be gone too soon. Should I turn it off or should I let it hurt? I wanna hear the stream of time. Moments of a life, looking in for good. Collect them till that space is full. I'm feeling that I'm feeling that I'm feeling that my heart has changed. I'm feeling the fire, I'm feeling the fire, I'm feeling the legal place. I got freedom.
And voila. So I'm pretty sure this is how it went before I got started with the entire project. And needless to say, I didn't waste any part of the stone because, well, this stuff's really hard to get. We did have to grind down a little bit, and this layer right here, and I'll see if I'll just switch camera positions to show you. But this layer, it disappeared right here, and then it didn't go any further that way. And of course, here we're going to have to zoom in. There we go. That's better. As you can see, that layer stopped right there. Didn't go any further. Same thing on this side, right there. And then we have a silver sheen mixed in with fire obsidian there. And of course, we'll get to this cab here in a second, because actually, let's do the cab first. So, I don't like to waste material if I don't have to, especially when it comes to fire obsidian. So, figure with the scraps, I would go ahead and grind down and expose that fire layer that's right there. So you have a nice little fire cab with some red and just a hint of green in there. This really is a beautiful stone. I didn't do anything with the back. The back is just the gold sheen that I just kind of flattened a little bit. And I think this stone would be best to have like a bezel around it to kind of help protect the edges. And that's why I did not polish the top there. So that's going to look really nice kind of in a more bezel setting. And again, this went, pretty sure that went right there. Right after the side. So there's that piece. And of course, we flip this over. Of the big piece, we have that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I wanted to point out something here. So I saw there was a couple lines right here, and I was trying to grind down on the stone to get rid of them, and I was realizing with the diamond grit, it was not. It was the lines weren't going anywhere. They kept getting. Well, they stayed the same. And so as I went up the progression of the wheel stages, I started to kind of smooth them out a little bit, because what it is, that is an internal fracture going into the stone. Now, this is not my stone, and ideally, it probably would have been best just to cut this piece off and then grind down and get rid of much of that crack as possible, and still have a really tiny cab off that. But I didn't want to risk ruining this piece, and so I left it alone. But yeah, I saw a little exposed there on the back side. I'm like, well, let's keep grinding down and see what happens. And as you can tell, we have a nice, beautiful fire layer with greens and yellows and like pinkish purples. This really is a beautiful stone. You can even have some other fire layer right here. This is more like a bluish green, and then you have like a colorless, like silver fire. But this really is a beautiful stone, and I feel pretty honored I got to work with this. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below of how you thought of these pieces, and if you would wear a cab like this, and if you would cut this up, or if you just leave it as is and display it nicely. Such a beautiful stone. But anyway, let me know in the comment section down below.